Welcome to Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective of the air signs of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. If you have Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I will read through the cards and go through the message. If there is still some questions or anything that you would like to seek clarity about, please write that in the comment sections, and I would be very happy to answer that question for you or pull some cards for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. My name is Greta. Welcome to Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your horoscope, the sun and the moon placement, and other planetary placements to get an idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. But first and foremost, I do rely on my intuition, and it is also my intention during this reading to help you tap in and use your intuition as well. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Marvin. Hello. Okay, and so I will be Shahana. Is it Sandhana? I would be very happy to answer any questions after I'm done with the reading. Many times you will find that the questions, the answers that you seek will occur during the reading. If you do not find the answer or that your question is answered during the reading, please do write that in the comment section, and I would be very happy to answer that question for you. But many times we will find that Spirit, that Source will answer your questions during the reading. And at the end of the reading, I will open it up for questions if you seek more clarity or if your question has not been answered. Thank you. Yes, and Marvin, again, I will be very happy to do these cards since you are tuned in and you are viewing. This is your reading. I do not believe that you've gotten here by accident or gotten here by mistake. I do believe that there is answers, information here for you. When I'm done reading the cards, if you have more questions, please do write that in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer an additional question for you, Marvin. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. There is something here that you are not seeing, as I titled that as the title of the reading. We're still experiencing some confusion from that Mercury retrograde. So hopefully this reading will help you find clarity and help you point you in the correct direction to find what it is that you need to see. And here, the foundation, the basis of your reading is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about needing to find clarity. Fives in the tarot represents motion, adventure, expansion, and unpredictability. And I see that there's some chaos, some confusion going on, and that you're needing and you're seeking clarity. And that is backed or forced by the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is we're being very guarded with our feelings. We're sorting through a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and maybe even determining what our spirituality is. How is it that we relate to spirit? How it is that we relate to God? What is our role in it all? and you're seeking clarity on that. Somebody has spoken words to you. Someone has spoken words to you, or you have heard something that has you questioning your spirituality, has you questioning religion, has you questioning your faith, and has caused confusion, and you're seeking clarity. And let's see how those cards play into the rest of your reading this evening here, collective. And in your public life, in your professional life, and that would include career, work, um, business, um, education, or even money and finances. We start off with the Strength card. Perhaps you are dealing with a Leo in your public life, but here with this Strength card, we see that you're playing into your strengths, that you are doing or aligning with what it is that you've been called to do. And that is followed by the Seven of Pentacles. And here we see you thinking, contemplating. It's like, has all of the work, has all of the effort that you've put into your professional life, into your public life, into your education, has what you've been working on really been giving you the results that you would like to see? And I'm having a feeling that really what you're looking at, really what you're questioning, is you're wondering, shouldn't you be further along? Shouldn't you have more? Shouldn't you be moving at a faster pace? And that is followed by the Four of Swords. And here again, there's someone that has said something to you, some words of some kind. I don't know if you've received a text message, if you've received an email notification, or if you received a letter in the mail, but it's some type of verbal conversation, some kind of verbal words that has you questioning what it is that you do for your public life, what it is that you're doing to better your life, what it is that you're doing to generate finances, and you're wondering, someone has spoken some words. But here we have the Sun card, and the Sun card is the happiest, the warmest card in the tarot. So this is telling me that everything is going to work out exactly as you've planned. And why I'm saying that is because we have the Strength card here, which is indicating that you are playing into your strengths and that you are on the right path and you're heading in the right direction. And because of that, we have the Sun card. And these two cards here, that Seven of Pentacles and that Four of Swords, is just kind of like filler, is just kind of overthinking, over analyzing. And I think that at this time, everyone is looking at you and all eyes are on you. And maybe people are being a little bit critical of what it is that you're doing. Everyone wants to see what you're up to. I think that's what you're not seeing here, collective of the air signs. What you're not seeing here is that people are watching you and you are under the microscope. And I think that you're feeling that. But the reason people are looking at you and the reason that you are under the microscope is because you're outshining. You're outshining others and you're even outshining yourself because you are doing what it is that you are meant to be doing. What you are doing and how you are doing it seems to just come naturally to you. And it's giving you breathing room. It's like, it's almost kind of like what you're doing. It's almost kind of like breathing air. It's just so natural that you can do that and you can multitask. So it's given you breathing room. What you don't see is that there is an added or unexpected expense that is coming in for you. I think you need to hold off on any big or major purchases, probably until we get into the winter season. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. And in your private life, in your personal life, and this would include love, home, family, and friendships, we start off with the King of Wands. And that King of Wands is about your passions and mastering your passions. You're mastering your passions because there's something that you're passionate about, but you're wanting to move forward. It's like full force ahead. And that is followed by the Four of Cups. There's a gift coming in. The universe is bringing you in a gift, as is indicated by the chalice here. But look at how we're looking at that gift. It's like the gift comes, but it's not what we expected. Or I like to say you're getting a gift, but it's wrapped in a different package. It doesn't come as you expected it to come. It doesn't look like what you wanted it to look like. But that's okay. I'm saying I think you should unwrap this gift because that is followed by the Empress card. And the Empress card is the card of being in the state of creation. I like to call it maybe the ultimate manifestation card. You are in the energy to manifest a private life, to manifest the personal life that you have been wanting to manifest. Everyone is feeling a lot of tenderness and love towards each other in your home life, in your private life. I believe that if you are paired or if you are partnered, that you have selected the right life partner for you. If you are not paired, or if you are not in a committed relationship, I do believe that the right partner is coming in for you. And it looks like that you will meet your life partner through travel. Through travel. If you are in a committed relationship, it looks like you and your life partner are planning a trip or planning a quick getaway, that you're planning on a traveling. You've been really doing a lot of soul searching here at this time, collective. And in part, that is due to the new moon this week. It has you looking deep within yourself. And as you look deeper within yourself, you're forming deeper and more passionate connections with those that are in your life. And you are aligning your private life to reflect who you are and what it is that you stand for. Again, if you are single, I see a new passionate relationship coming into you, in for you. And this new meeting does have the potential to be a lifelong partnership, a lifelong relationship. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from Spirit. And here we start with the Three of Swords. And this Three of Swords is a tender heart we're healing from a wound. And why I'm saying that you're healing from a wound, healing from an emotional wound, is that is followed by the Two of Cups, which is a healing relationship. Someone is coming in that will help you heal. And in return, you are going to help them heal. This is a very healthy relationship. But this healthy relationship, it looks like it comes after a lot of competition, which is indicated by the Chariot card here. And that ends with the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is a quiet transition. This Six of Swords actually represents the crossing of the river Styx. And when we look here, we can see that there is calm water on this side of the ferry and turbulent waters on this side of the ferry. And that is telling me that you are leaving the past behind. You are leaving behind what is no longer serving you. And because you're leaving behind what is no longer serving you, you're leaving behind this turbulence, the troubling waters, the troubling feelings, the troubling emotions, the troubling thoughts. And you're moving on to a more calmer, tranquil time. You know, the stars are aligning to bring you new opportunities to in both your public and in your private life. But it is going to be up to you to be open and honest, not only with others, but more importantly, with yourself in determining who you are and what it is that you would like to achieve. And that is the message that I have for the collective. I do want to thank you for staying with me at this time, and I will open up the reading to questions. If your question has not been answered, or if you're looking for more clarity, please write your question in the comment section, and I will be very happy to answer that question for you. Hi, Jessica. Yes, these are the Wake Wade Tarot, and they have been around for quite some time. They have. And even my cards here, you can see they have some wear and tear on them. But I like them because I have developed a deep relationship with them. And anytime you have a deck of tarot, you do find that you have your favorite deck, that Spirit uh, speaks to me more freely with this deck. Yes, hey, thank you, Jessica. No, I did not get these from TMU. I'm not 100% sure what TMU is. Actually, these cards were gifted to me, and those are the best kinds of cards. So, yes, they're usually, if a tarot deck is gifted to you, those are the best kinds of cards. Those are the ones that most definitely Destiny has helped them find me. And so if you know are wanting to gift something to a spiritual person, a tarot deck is a wonderful gift to help them connect with their spirituality. Thank you. Okay, so Poonam wants to know, what is Poonam's husband thinking of them? What is Poonam's husband thinking of them? One card for Poonam. One card for Poonan. Thank you, Spirit. One card for Poonan. What is husband thinking? What is husband's? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take these two. There's three cards here. And I love that there's 3 cards here for you. I usually try to take 1, but I will take up to 3. And so we start off with the 9 of Cups. And so your husband, it looks like he has a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions that he's not sharing with you, that they're not sharing with you. Your husband is being very guarded about his feelings and his emotions at this time. But look at these 2 cards. Look at this. What do you think when you see that card? Look at that woman there. I like to call this my pre-manifestation card. And so your husband thinks that you are grounded and that you have the ability to create, you have the ability to manifest. And I do believe that your husband believes that you have the ability to help him create the life that he envisions for himself. Your husband also thinks of you as the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift, a blessing from above. Your husband loves you dearly. He's just not sharing that with you. I don't believe he's sharing with, and he's just so guarded. Look at him so guarded there. What do you think when you look at that card there, Punan? Look how guarded. I mean, he's happy, but these chalices represents his feelings, his thoughts, his emotions. And look, they're all on the table. They're all set. And look, he's happy. But he's very guarded. But behind that guardedness, look at these 2 cards on what he thinks of you. The Ace of Pentacles, a gift, a blessing, and the 9 of Pentacles, someone that is very grounded and able to create and able to manifest and very fertile. Thank you, Spirit. And so Kanal would like to know the next action in love life. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. And so what is it canal? Messages for love? Messages for love? Yes, thank you, Punan. Thank you. I'm so happy that you had those cards. Usually when I get those those questions, a lot of different answers come up, but your husband does think the world of you. Oh, and look at this. And so it looks like you have a new beginning, a fresh start, a new love coming in. And if you turned into the reading earlier, Canal, about love, it's like your love is going to come into you and it's not going to look like you thought it was going to look. And so this new person that is coming into your life is definitely has the potential to be a lifelong partner, but they are not your usual type. They're not usually what you look for. There's something different about this person. And when this person comes in, I think that you're initially not going to think much of them. That I think your first instinct might be to say no, or might be not to get involved with this person. But Spirit is asking you to look deeper. And I think that Spirit is asking you to look beyond the physical appearance. There's something in this person's physical appearance that usually does not appeal to you. But I also believe that once we really give ourselves a chance to get to know a person, we love beyond the physical appearance. And that is what is coming in for you in love. Thank you. And Archer would like to know if they will reunite. Archer would like to know if they will reunite. Archer would like to know if they will reunite. One moment, please. Many times as I'm shuffling these archers, I will say, people are in our past for a reason. Usually people are in our past because we have outgrown them or they have outgrown us. And when we try to hold on to things from the past, it doesn't allow for the new to come in. Thank you, Spirit. And here we have the 10 of Cups. And so this is what I'm going to do. And so the 10 in tarot represents endings and beginnings. And in order for something to begin, something must end. I believe that this 10 of Pentacles is confirming what I was saying, that some people are in our past for a reason. And anytime we're wanting to reunite with someone, we do need to think long and hard before reuniting. Because when we reunite with someone that is not meant for us, that just holds off, that just delays our real person, our life mate, our soulmate, our life partner coming in. And so I do believe that this 10 of Pentacles is saying, do not reunite to heal, that there is someone new coming in for you, but someone new is not going to come in for you until you let your past go. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. And Shurham would like to know about RuPaul's love feelings for them. RuPaul's love feelings. RuPaul's love feelings. RuPaul's love feelings. One card, please. RuPaul's love feelings. RuPaul's love feelings. Oh. And we have the Star card here. And the Star card, would they happen to be an Aquarius, or would you happen to be an Aquarius? The Star card represents the zodiac sign of Aquarius in the tarot. But here we can see that the Aquarius, the Star card, we're taking from the spiritual and pouring onto the physical. And so it looks like there is a very spiritual connecting, a very spiritual connection that RuPaul is feeling towards you. And the Star card is also known as the humanitarian card, wanting to benefit everyone concerned. And so it looks like RuPaul will not involve themselves with someone unless they believe, they know that they can better that person's life. Does that make sense, Shurham? That they want to improve your life. And if they do not believe that they can improve your life, they will not become involved with you. But they do have a very spiritual connection with you. It looks like for your morals and your values, it looks like they can see that they line up. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Hi, Main State. You are a Libra? And is your current partner the one? I want to go all in, but I want to know. Okay. And so this was a collective reading for the Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And so it looks like and let's go back. If you watch this reading from the beginning when you have a chance, but only you can determine if a person is for you. And many times I do believe that if it is a soulmate, if it is a life partner, especially for the males know instantly if they have met their life partner. And females know within the first 15 or 20 minutes that they have met their life's partner. And I don't know if that is because of scent, because that is because of spirit. I'm not saying that we don't question that. I'm saying that when you first met, thank you, let me go back here. When you first met your current partner, you knew whether this was your life partner or not. And so what can happen to us is sometimes when we meet our life partner, doubt creeps in. And that doubt creeps in because of past trauma. And so what I would ask is there a past trauma that has occurred in your life that would make you doubt what your intuition has already told you? Thank you. And she is a Pisces. I tell you, Pisces are, so we have a Libra and a Pisces. And so a Libra is really about fairness, about balance. But I tell you, a well-adjusted Pisces are very compatible with most zodiac signs. Oh, yeah. Well, we all have negative naysayers. We all, yes, but um, usually I don't pay any attention to the negative energy. And so right now, donating is really a little bit, I'm still trying to get my view time up, my watch hours up. So you can go to my channel, and I do have Venmo there, and I also have a PayPal link there, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, but I really appreciate you thinking about donating. Hopefully within the next month or two, I'll have a little donate button, but no, no, I never charge for readings. I do operate on donations only. Thank you for thinking of that. Thank you for considering that. Okay. Did anyone else have any questions that they would like to ask, or any clarity? If there was anything that I could do to be read on our relationship, but thank you. Okay. And so let me pull one card for you. Let me pull one card. Let me pull one card. And this is for state banks. One card for state banks and their relationship. And what is that is, I don't know, should we ask, as I'm shuffling, let's be clear on what we're going to ask. It's not whether or not they are your life partner. I don't think that that's the question here. I think the question is, where is your doubt coming from? And when we doubt, we seek outside validation. Would you like me to ask where your doubt is coming from? And this is to state breaks. I think that might be the question. Okay, thank you. I'm not trying to talk you out of your question, but when we are asking the tarot, it's important that we're very clear on what it is that we're looking for. Slow and steady wins the race here. And again, I think that we're talking about that past trauma. And we're so worried about that past trauma in spilling out that is why we're being slow. That is why we're in doubt. It's the past trauma. Because honestly, I am getting the indicator that yes, you are with your life partner. But there's something holding you back, something that is causing your doubt. And until you get beyond, until you get over that doubt, until you deal with that past trauma that you're guarding in this chalice here, it's going to be difficult for the relationship to move forward like you would like it to. Anytime, and it doesn't matter who we are, when we are paired with someone that is experiencing doubt and it really makes it hard for us to trust and to relax and to let go, to let the relationship naturally progress. And so, again, I do believe you are with your life's partner, but I do not think that this relationship is going to progress how you would like it to progress until you deal with that past trauma that is slowing you down, that it almost has you at a pause. Thank you, Spirit. But does she believe I'm her life partner? I would say what that doubt, if she is experiencing that doubt, I think that doubt is coming from your past trauma. Anytime, if one of us in a relationship has doubt or needs to verify, it causes both to doubt and verify. And so, again, I would say, yes, someone knows if they're going to be your life partner within the first 15 or 20 minutes. That is a given. So I think that they have already know or have already determined that. What they may be questioning, what they may be doubting is yours. Thank you. Okay, and so Jara would like to know if Josh wants a relationship. Does Josh want a relationship? Yes or no? Josh want a relationship? Yes or no? That's too many cards. One card, please, Spirit. Yes or no? Josh want a relationship? Josh want a relationship? Yes or no? Josh want a relationship? Yes or no? Josh wants a relationship? Boy, let's think about that. Let's think about that. Would Josh like a relationship? Oh, let's see what we have here. he's still looking for clarity. He doesn't know. He's still looking for clarity. It's like he has his sword drawn. He's ready to take action, but we see these clouds here. He's unsure. I think that Josh needs to mature a little bit. A Page of Wands is a little bit young and a little bit immature. And so Josh is not ready for a relationship. Thank you, Spirit. Messages. And Pyra feels like they're in love with someone. And they would like to know if their love interest feels the same. That's too many cards. Pyra would like to know if their love interest feels the same. Pyra would like to know if their love interest feels the same. Pyra would like to know if their love interest feels the same. No, it's never too late to ask questions, Kim. Welcome to my channel. I do try to answer everyone's questions, and right now I'm working on Pyra. You write your question in the comment section, and I continue to go down the list. Thank you, Spirit. Does Pyra's love interest feel the same? Does Pyra's love interest feel the same? Okay, we have 3 cards here. Ooh, look at these. I love you have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Focused card here. And so you sent them a text. Your love interest they do see your strength. And they do see the gift that you are offering them. But they are busy building. They are busy working. They are focused in on what they are doing. It's like Pyra, your love interest sees your value, sees your worth, and looks at you as a blessing. But they're doing something else. They're busy working. They're busy creating. Usually when I see this 8 of Pentacles, I'll say that you're in the zone. It's like a successful athlete, when they are on top of their game, they're in the zone. And many times, I don't know if you practice art or dance or meditation, but many times when you're very creative or when you're in a deep meditative state, you're in the zone. And the only thing that is in the zone with you is the task at hand. And so that's where I see your love interest. It's like they are in their zone. They need to complete whatever it is that they have started before this relationship can begin, or before they can even consider a relationship. So they think very highly of you, and they look at you as a blessing, and they see you for the beautiful soul that you are. But at this time, there's something else that they need to work on. There's something else that they need to complete. Thank you. Thank you. And healing from past trauma is a choice. And it's a choice that only we can make for ourselves. And I do believe that each of us, as part of our life's journey, is here to heal past trauma. And some of us heal that past trauma, get to healing a lot quicker than others. But yes, they will heal their past trauma. I do not know what that timeline looks like. Thank you. And Kim, you had a question? Thank you, Kim. And Jessica, hi, Jessica. Yes, could you please write your question, Kim? I've been really working towards you. I haven't forgotten about you. And Pyra, I do believe you know, that's a tricky question. I do believe, because we had that Ace of Wands and we had that Ace of Pentacles. Do I believe he will approach you? Yes. Do I think that you should wait for them to approach you? No. I think that sometimes we can meet our life partner, but the timing's not right. The timing is off. And we both need to go our individual way and reach certain life experiences before we get together for a long-term relationship. And so, do I think that he's going to reach out to you? Yes. Do I think that you should wait for them? No. What is destined for us, what is meant for us in this life, will always find a way to us. What's important is that while we're waiting, I don't even know if it's waiting, but that we don't wait for what is destined to us, that we align with our life's path, that we align with our soul's purpose, and follow that we follow our inner voice, that we follow our inner wisdom, and we do what we were meant to do. And as we are on that path, that is where the things that are meant for us will find us. Thank you. And so Kim had a question. I'm still waiting for your question, Kim. Hi. And so I guess I have a little bit of a question. So you have a question about your finances? Okay. To be continued, finances. To be continued, finances. And is this your finances at this time or your finances over your lifetime? To be continued. Thank you. Finances for to be continued. Finances for to be continued. And we have the Hierophant card, which is an interesting card to get with the finances. The Hierophant card is the higher education, higher wisdom. Your wealth, your finances, your money lie in seeking higher knowledge, in seeking higher wisdom. That is where your wealth lies over your lifetime. Yes. And so I believe that this is source, this is the universe telling you not to seek wealth, not to seek the money, but seek higher knowledge and higher wisdom. And in your journey to seek higher knowledge, in your journey to seek wisdom, that is when the wealth will come, or that is where your wealth is going to come from. Thank you, Spirit. And this is for Kim. My question is, if I will move to my new home, if so, do you know what month? And Kim, what zodiac sign are you by chance? Thank you, to be continued. Thank you. Yeah, because I think, was it the Gemini that we were talking about? Why did these two cards come out for you, Kim? I don't. Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn too. I love us Capricorns. You know, we're always about getting to the top of the mountain. You know, you want us to get something. We get an idea in our mind. We're going to achieve it regardless of what's coming in. But, you know, Capricorns, you've been having some really good readings, some very good readings. And Kim would like to know about a home and a timeline. That timeline gets very tricky. That timeline gets very tricky. Happy late birthday. That's a late birthday. I'm almost ready for my next one. I'll take a late one because we're past the halfway mark now. Yes, but we're all about the climb. What is that? There's that song. I don't even know who sings it. But yes, a Capricorn is all about the climb. It's like there's always another mountain. You know, we just get to the top of the mountain just to look at the next one, and we're up for it. Thank you, Spirit. And so we are looking for when will we move to our new home? New home. That's too many cards. The Spirit keeps giving me a lot of cards for you, Miss Kim. Spirit gives you a lot of cards. The Death card keeps coming up. The Death card keeps coming up. And so we had the Death card. There, 5 months. 5 months. And let's see, but there's something here with this Death card. Why, I don't know why thank you, Spirit. Why are we getting this Death card for that 5 months? When the Death card comes up in my reading, I'll talk about something that has lost its color, has lost its zeal, that we're not passionate about it. And so I think oh, Spirit, oh my gosh, that I don't know if where you are living now has lost its color, that you're not passionate about where you're living now. You're not passionate about your living situation now. And where you are living now, you are not happy. You do not feel that where you are living now aligns with who you are and what you represent. And it's going to be 5 months, which gets us to our birthday, Miss Kim, that it's going to be very, oh gosh darn it, very chaotic and very unpleasant for that 5 months. And why I'm saying that is because we had that, I put this card back in the deck because because I wanted something better for us, Kim. I really did. But the Death card came out, and the first time the Death card came out, the Death card came out with the 5 of Swords. Again, that's 5 months. But during that 5 months, it's going to be a battle. And it's going to be a battle with someone who believes that there needs to be a winner and there needs to be a loser. And there's going to be a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion. And you're going to be seeking a lot of clarity during that time. But you know what? I love that 5 months gets us to January and it gets us to our birthday. And you know what? It also gets us through this final phase of Pluto. Um, Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last 20 years. We had a little bit of a break here, but Pluto is getting ready to go back into Capricorn until the end of the year. After the end of the year, Pluto will leave Capricorn for the rest of our lifetime. And what happens when Mercury is in Pluto for us, or yes, when Mercury is in Pluto for us Capricorns, it's like we take one step forward and two steps back, one step forward and two steps back. And so I love that 5 months gets us to Pluto being out of Mercury for the rest of our lives. And it's all upward motions where every step we take is one step forward, one step forward. We don't have to worry about anything, the bottom falling out or anything. But this next few months is going to be very trying for you as far as your home front goes. But I will say that your professional life is just skyrocketing, Miss Kim. Hey, Josh. How are you this evening, Josh? You know, I know a Josh White in real person. Thank you, Spirit Messages. Hi, Jenny. Or Janie. Janie, is it? Janny. You know what? I would say I don't even know if I need to draw a card on a narcissist. But if a narcissist believes that they can still get something from you or still use you, they will text you. But let me ask Janice, let me get a card here for you. Let me get a card here for you. One card, two cards. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to want to reunite. They're going to want to get in contact with you and they're going to want to reunite. But what I like about this is that it comes with a lot of emotional baggage. And why I say that, when this 7 of Cups comes up in my reading, I often call it a lot of emotions, because the cups represent water, and water in the tarot represents feelings and emotions. And we can just see that each one of these cups has something else. And then we can also see all this clouds and all these confusions in the background. And there's so much going on with the feelings, so much going on with the emotions, that we lose ourselves. We turn into our shadow selves, which is kind of our alter ego. We lose ourselves in that. And so it looks like if you let this person into your life, or if you let this person back into your life, it's just going to be more of the same. He did Linda Blair? Yes. And so again, they are going to want to reunite, but it's going to be more of the same. And from my personal past experience with dealing with narcissists, usually when they come back, the first day or two, everything is fine and wonderful. And then it goes 100% worse than what it was when they made that separation initially. Hey, Jancy. Jancy would like to know if they have love coming in, yes or no. 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 Love coming in. Thank you, Jancy. Is it Jancy? 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 Love for Jancy. love for Jansay. I would say, we all have, if we are single and are looking for love, we all have love coming in. I really do believe that each and every one of us do have a life partner here on this planet. But it's almost kind of like what I was talking about earlier, that we shouldn't wait for our life partner, that we should align with our soul's purpose, that we should align with our soul's path. And the more in line that we are with our soul's path, um, that is how our life partner finds us. What is destined for us will always find its way to us, but it finds its way to us a little bit quicker when we are aligned with our soul's purpose. And you have 2 cards here, Jansay. Ooh, we have the Emperor card, which is an older man, and the Page of Pentacles, which is a younger man. And so it looks like, again, your life partner is an emperor that has not developed yet. And so your life partner is maturing. Your life partner is just right now at the stage of appreciation. It's like he's just initially uh, started his journey. He's just initially started his journey on becoming the emperor. And I believe as soon as they transform or transmute or grow into the emperor, that's when they will come into your life. Thank you. So Jancy, yes, you have love coming in, but I think Jancy, it's not only is it you maturing, but your partner maturing as well. And this card is for Kyle. Let me go back up here. I got a little bit off track here, Kyle. And so Kyle was asking about the future here. Will Mark Kaylee, will Mark communicate with me more consistently with me? And what is the future like for us? And so the moon card shines light on what is hidden. And so Kaylee, it looks like there needs to be open and clear communication here. And it does not look like they're ready to speak consistently to you. And so, you know what? Here we see 2 people howling at the moon. Here we see 2 people howling at the moon. Two people howling at the moon. So let's think about that for a second. Yes, I do believe, Kaylee, that you and, let me get back here, that you and Mark will be able to be more consistent. And I think that the 2 of you are really going to try to work things out and to find clarity. And as the 2 of you work together in more open and honest communication, I think that that moon is going to turn into the sun. And the sun is the happiest and warmest card in the deck. But it is going to take quite a bit of work, quite a bit of howling, quite a bit of howling. Okay, thank you, Zara. It's against the law. The future is ever changing, yes. And Sally would like to know if they're going to marry Chakrai. Yes or no? This card is for Sai. Is it Sai? I was born on a Monday as well. And so we have the 5. The battle's over? The battle is over. What? So, Sai, what is the state of your relationship now with Chakrai? Are the two of you together or are the two of you apart? If the two of you are together, yes, you will marry. If the two of you are apart, no, you will not marry. It really depends on the state of your relationship now. Whatever the state of your relationship is now, that is what it will remain. And Kaylee would like to know if she's going to be able to have a baby. Kaylee would like to know if she's. Kaylee, what zodiac sign are you? Or Kylie? Kylie, what zodiac sign are you? Gemini. Oh, you lucky girl, you. You Geminis go. Gemini, you are a dual. You're also known as the twin. Everything comes to you in pairs. Everything comes to you in pairs. Thank you. Well, Kaylee, have a child. Will Kaylee give birth to a child? And we have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Right now, having a child is a dream. It's right now, having a child is not realistic for you. Before you have a child, there's a need for balance and protection. It's almost like sometimes when I see this Four of Pentacles, I'll talk about aligning our chakras, that something is out of balance, that before we have a child, we need to become imbalanced. I don't know if maybe we need to balance our budget, maybe if we need to have or create a home, or we need to have a happy home life, but there is a balance that brings in protection that needs to happen before you have a child. To be continued. I'll draw a card for you, but I'll say yes. I'll say yes. You are on a spiritual path. And, quite possibly I'm having a indication that you're going through a spiritual awakening. Those spiritual awakenings are very troubling. A lot of people think that spiritual awakenings are all happiness and fairies and rainbows and unicorns, but spiritual awakenings are not. When we go through a spiritual awakening, everything is stripped from us. everything. Many times, all of our physical possessions will be stripped from us. All of our finances will be stripped from us. All of our family and friends will be stripped from us. And then it goes even deeper. We question our spirituality. We question our religion. We question everything that we ever thought to be true. All of our beliefs, all of our values and morals are questioned. And we are left raw. But it is when we are in that raw state that the healing begins, and we connect with God. We connect with Source, and we begin to align with our true life calling. And so that healing and that empowerment takes a lifetime, and to be continued. Just that you asked that question is telling me you are empowered. You are a very empowered human being. And there's a few verses in the Bible that really speaks about that. It's like, it is only when I am weak that I am strong. It is only through the demonstration of our weaknesses and our ability to stand through those weaknesses that we demonstrate how strong and how empowered we are. Yes. 16 is early, but I will also say, I believe many of us, especially if we go through those awakenings younger in life, we are called souls. We are called here to evolve. And there are many awakenings and many evolutions that we go through. Some people, I think especially those who experience awakenings later in life, many times it seems like they only have one awakening and that serves them. But for some of us, when we are younger and we start to begin those spiritual awakenings, it's almost like for every phase of our life, there is a spiritual awakening. What I'll say about those phased spiritual awakenings is, I think that we evolve further than most. But I also believe that while each spiritual awakening is traumatic, we begin to see and to know the signs. And when we know what is happening to us and we're almost prepared, it's almost like we know what is going on. We know what to expect. And while it's equally as traumatic, it's less emotionally taxing. Okay, they said I paid for this. Then I woke up. Whoever talked to me was the sweetest man I ever spoke to. Well, Sage, I think that bullshit is bullshit. And I think that we all have our own truth. And Sage, I think if that is your truth, I believe that that is true. But that is not my truth. And so I could never say or admit to anything that was not my truth. And Asher would like to know if their Pisces son will get a job soon. You know, that Pisces, yes. And Pisces, your son is going to get multiple job offers. Do watch, I think it was last week's reading for the Pisces, where we were talking about putting ourselves out there and getting job or multiple job offers coming in. So your son is going to get a job offer, but I would say that he should not rush in on accepting that job offer, because there's going to be a second offer that comes in soon after that is going to be more beneficial than the first. And here it is with the Six of Pentacles. Yes, and if we look how these pentacles are not balanced, but yes, and so here I see there's 3 job offers coming in for your son. I don't know what a lesbian tarot reader is, or I'm a tarot lesbian. Okay. He got sent to Japan. Japan is such a beautiful country. Japan is such a beautiful country. Let's see. Asher. Yes. And so, has your boyfriend been calling and texting you? And how long is he going to be out of country for? How long is he going to be out of country for? 3 years. And are you planning on seeing him in that 3 years? Let's pull a card. Is he in Saipan? Okay. Is he in Saipan by any chance? Let's see. That's too many cards, Spirit. That's too many cards. It's going to be a long 3 years. Here we have the Five of Pentacles, and the 5 represents chaos and change. And here we see someone that feels left out. I think it's just going to be a long 3 years. You're just not in a good financial situation at this time. Yes, and so